Yeah. You already know, man. It's your boy Hype Fan Eagle representing the Philadelphia Eagles by way of New Jersey. You already know, man. Shout out to my first time viewers. Shout out to my last time viewers. Shout out to the people that's viewing my video, whether religiously or in passing. If you haven't yet, man, please go subscribe to my YouTube channel at Hype Fan Eagle One. Also, you can go subscribe to my Twitter page at Hype Eagle One. You already know, man. Like I said, if you haven't yet, please go subscribe to my channel. Also, man, before I get into anything that I want to get into, listen, man, I got merch right here, man. Hype Wave merch, you know what I'm saying? This is all winter time. I mean, all fall, spring, winter time clothing. You know what I'm saying? Go check it out, man. Just go check out the website at hypewave91.com. That is hypewave91.com. And I got some nice stuff, especially for Philly, man. I got some nice stuff, man. So let's talk a little bit about everything, man. I talked earlier about the whole DJ Elliott, you know, our new linebacker coach, how, you know, he coached for Temple pretty much, you know what I'm saying? He was in-house. You know what I mean? He was an in-house sorry, let me turn this down real quick. Sorry about that. Let me turn this down. Okay, cool. He was pretty much a an in-house hire. You know what I'm saying? He coached at Temple College. You know, so he was pretty much right around the corner. He's been around Sean Desai, who also coached at Temple. You know what I mean? So that's also a good thing. And you know, like I said, he's happy. You know, he grew up around the area. You know what I mean? So it's nothing like coming home coaching for a team that's right around the corner from you. And on top of that, he didn't have to leave. He didn't have to go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have to go nowhere. You know, like I said, he speak with poise. You know, he speak with poise. I'm glad that we have him. You know what I'm saying? He seems like he know what he's doing, and he also spoke highly of Nakobe Dean in a small bit. Spike spoke highly of Nakobe Dean in a small bit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So he said, you know, called up the linebackers and everything like that. Once he called up the linebackers, he was pretty much ready. You know what I mean? He called up Nakobe Dean. He tried to introduce himself to Nakobe Dean, and then after that, you know, Nakobe Dean was like, "Yo, where's the playbook at?" You know what I'm saying? So he was trying to be right on track. You know, he spoke highly of it. He said, "When you gotta pretty much gotta play it like that, that's hungry and everything like that. He's trying to learn. He's trying to be ahead of the curve, everything like that." What's going on, hype fan, Jared?
What's going on, man?
Yeah.
Talk.
So right now I'm just speaking on the linebacker coach. Right now I'm just giving news and everything like that. What's going on, Drew Johnson? Oh, we talked outside of the car now. What's the Oh, we talking outside of the car now. Oh yeah. What's going on, man? You know, I'm feeling a little better, man. I was under the weather for a little bit, but I'm feeling a little better.
Bird.
For those who don't know what's going on outside, if you are in like the tri-state area, um, uh, uh, Philadelphia, New Jersey, New York, it's a lot of smoke going on. It's a lot of things going on outside. It's very foggy from the Canada fire. I don't know if it's going. I don't know if it's foggy like that in Pennsylvania, but in New
Yeah,
Jersey
it is.
and in New York, it is foggy as ever, man. So please be careful while you out here. But yeah, man, I was speaking a little bit about our linebacker coach, DJ Elliott. You know what I'm saying? How basically he's pretty much an in-house hire. And what I mean by in-house is he's from around the area. He coached at Temple along with Sean Desai, so he got some familiar
Yeah,
faces to actually, you know, talk to in the organization and everything like that. You know,
yeah.
I like that. There's been a couple of interviews with, you know, Lane Johnson. Who else? Sean Desai had an interview. Even Howie Roseman did a little interview and everything like that. So I was just pretty much paying attention and everything. Drew Johnson said, "Yeah, my mom said that she can smell the smoke inside. She is in Philly. Yeah, man, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. You know, like I'm a mail carrier, so I gotta be outside damn near 10 hours a day, and I had wore my mask all day. I had wore my mask all
Yeah,
day. It was just critical, like." Even when, you know, I didn't wear my mask in the beginning, when that smoke started, whatever it was, the particles, the smoke particles, whatever it was started to get thick, I had to go then ask for a mask from somebody, you know, because it was just too hard to intake all of that
Yeah,
stuff. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
air quality is crazy. Like it's not good at all. So if you are watching this, if you are out there, man, please stay safe, man. Please be safe. Please put on your mask and protect yourself because we don't know what's going on in the air right now. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So back to a little bit of Eagles news, man. I got a couple things that I actually want to read today, and then after that, I guess we could talk about pretty much whatever. So I'm gonna get into a little bit of a couple of articles real quick. Just bear with me. Let me find it real quick. Let me find it. Banners. Where we at? Okay, man. Our first article, man. We gonna go with Devontae Smith, man. So this is something that's basically on Devontae Smith. So bear with me while I read the small print, right? So this article is about Devontae Smith. I guess he spoke a little bit on what he's looking forward to, what changes that he needs to make, and what does he feel good about. So it says it is all very much a sense of purpose for Devontae Smith and what he has mapped out for his third Eagles season. There is always room for improvement. He has a vision for greatness, and he plans to reach those lofty heights. Better routes, catching every pass thrown my way, Smith said. That is what I'm looking to do. I can always get better, and that is what I'm working towards. He is still the same Smitty, mature beyond his years, laser focused on the task at hand, and popular with his teammates for a sense of humor with mirth that I don't even know what mirth means for real. Uh, uh, and mirth that he doesn't show to the media. So I guess they trying to say I want to look Murph up. Look Murph up real quick, young Germs. Matter of fact, I got my phone right here. Let me
Yeah,
call
yeah.
real quick. Where is my phone? Let me look up Murph. Hey Siri, what does mirth mean? Mirth mean especially as expressed in laughter. Okay. Amusement, especially as expressed in laughter.
No,
Amusement. Okay.
never heard that word before.
Yeah, I never heard that either.
Yeah.
Let's keep it going though. Let's keep it going. Where I'm at. Okay. Smith has been on a path he planned. The exception, the loss in the Super Bowl, and there is more growth ahead. After establishing a franchise record for receiving yards as a rookie, 916 yards, Smith went to a new level in 2022, teaming with A.J. Brown to form a devastating pass-catching duo at wide receiver. On to the next. Let me see. No. It's right here. Okay, wide receiver, wide receiver. Okay. Smith set an Eagles record for wide receiver with 95 receptions and his 1,196 yards, along with Brown 1,496 yards. Gave the Eagles their first wide receiver pair to eclipse 1,000 yards. 1,000-yard receiving yards in a single season. He is an elite wide receiver, and that's a fact. Great route runner, dedicated to the craft and working hard to be the best player he can. Brown said, "We work great together. Work off of each other. We want each other to have great success, and I do think we can. I do think we can make each other better players. I can say enough. I can't say enough great things about Devontae Smith, and he does. He does, and the way he approaches the game, and what he does, and the way he approaches the game. Got it. Small print. Go on to the next. Oh shit, not the next. So I guess that is all for Devontae Smith. Let's go on to the next, man. Sorry if these is all over the place, man. I apologize. These are all over the place.
Good.
Right, man. So Sean Desai had an interview. You know what I'm saying? With the Eagles Eye in the Sky. He pretty much had an interview, and basically they took some notes and everything like that. So 5 takeaways from Sean Desai, exclusive interview on the Eagles Eye in the Sky podcast. This is number 1. Desai explained his vision for the identity of the Eagles defense. We want to be able to run, hit, impose our will, play smart, and play a winning brand of football. I think that's the essence of how we want to play our defense of football here, Desai said. The scheme is the scheme, and there's a lot of ways to play our scheme and do the same things differently, and we have some flexibility and the ability to adapt to some different situations. But at the end of the day, if we don't do the same, if we don't do those things, the scheme doesn't really matter because you better be able to run, hit, impose your will on your opponent and play smart football so you can win. That's number one. Sorry, I'm skipping two. Number two says the Eagles acquired yet another Bulldog. Over the last 2 years, the Eagles have acquired several former Georgia Bulldogs from Jordan Davis and Nakobe Dean in 2022 football NFL draft to Jalen Carter and Nolan Smith and Khalid Ringo in 2023 23 NFL draft, as well as former Georgia running back and Philly native DeAndre Swift in a draft weekend in a draft weekend trade. Turns out the size of Bulldog as well. At least that's the nickname that was bestowed upon him by the late George De Leon. If I'm pronouncing his last name correctly, De Leon. When the two coached together at Temple, De Leon never worked for the Philadelphia Eagles, but was an instrumental in mentoring Jeff Stoutland early in the offense line coach's esteemed career. And help, mind you, these words are small, so I'm trying. Career helped mold Donovan McNabb into the number 2 overall pick at Syracuse. Stoutland still calls me that, Desai said. In part to honor De Leon, who passed away in 2022, just a tremendous football coach, football mind, innovator during his time, remarkable career, coach candidate all sides of the ball. Coordinated. My bad.
Coordinated.
Yeah, coordinated all sides of the ball. Okay, cool. Number 3. Where number 3 at? You want to read that?
I got you. I said coaching offense and hence decide prowess of calling defenses. In 2012, Desailly's last college job was overseeing the running backs and special teams at Boston College. Mm-hmm. Understanding the offense perspective, attacking defense help enlighten Desai thinking when it comes to game planning. To be right.
Yeah, them Philly boys can't read.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
To be able to coach on the defensive side of the ball, I think as a defensive coach is invaluable because the reality is in defensive coaches, oftentimes we speculate on what we think the offense is doing, Desai said, but now I have a perspective of, well, this is what the offense actually did. I will really recommend it to any young coach.
Like, damn, them boys.
This right here is small as ever.
Hell yeah, small as hell. Desai served under a litany of outstanding coaches in the NFL, ranging from Mel Tucker and Vic Fangio and Chuck Pagano in Chicago to Pete Carroll with the Seahawks last season. Here's what he learned from Fangio. Okay, Vic Fangio. Okay. I would say first, in terms of NFL football experience, how to be coached in the NFL is the biggest thing that he taught me. That was the biggest influence in going down the list of a little bit would be how to prepare for an NFL game week in a week out, and how to make sure that you're adaptable and flexible enough to suit the needs of your players while responding to the offensive trends and needs. Desai said, you can never go into a game without having an answer, and you got to make sure that you get your answers fast. You played enough football and coached enough games. You have your ups and downs. You stay poised with what you got, and you trust your process, and you rely on putting your players in the best position that they can handle. Damn, I think this was a bad. I think this was a bad idea. All right, you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Handle and be it to execute at the high at a high level, and it's about the process, right? It wasn't about the outcome. It was about the process and focusing on that detail to make sure that you're playing good, fundamental, sound, tough, physical football, and that we've got the answers to put them in different spots, and then create havoc and create confusion and create different things for an offense to prepare for. That is number 4. Number 5, Drew Johnson. Don't be laughing at us, Drew Johnson. Do not be laughing at us. New word for me too. Hey, Drew, don't be laughing at us. All right, number 5, right? I got this. Desai shares a common thing among all of the great coaches he worked with in the past. It sounds like something straight out of Nick Sirianni's playbook. They all have a way to attack this differently. And Coach Pete Carroll has crystallized this thought. This thought the most. Has crystallized this thought the most. And what? Crystallized thought that this thought. I'm stuck at that part. That this thought the most, and he probably the most experienced of all those guys in terms of the years of service. You have to always think about your scheme in relationship to the players you have and get ready in the players' minds. They go like, damn, these niggas can't read, bro. I read this print right here. Go
Yeah. Yeah, I did. Oh, okay. I didn't even see where you was at. And you got to be able to develop the players and meet them where they are at and get them to grow and be better than what they think that they could have become. Oh, yeah, become. Is that I can these words small as shit, I can't with them. And the only way to do that is if you understand them, you empathize with them, and then you push them and you challenge them to think a little bit outside their comfort zone to develop a new, fresher, advancing identity for themselves.
All right, there we go. Boom, we finished, man. That is the 5 ways right there. That's the 5. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Johnson said the struggle was real. Nah, I sympathize. Real big. All right, so that's a little bit from little bit of the articles that I was just reading up on today. I wish I could have read it better for y'all, honestly, but it is what it is. You feel what I'm saying? It definitely it is what it is. So there's not much news for real. You know what I mean? I feel like we pretty much talked about pretty much everything. That's why I'm just going. I'm going through the articles and everything like that, just to give updates. And you know what I mean? I promise next time I'm gonna do a better job with getting the font right and reading. You know what I mean? Reading on a better level. But like I said, man, it's not much news going on. OTAs, have started. You know what I'm saying? It's only it's practice right now. They're not really going full speed. It's not camp or anything like that. So they it's nothing really happening for real. You know what I mean? Only thing I can say is, like I said previously, I feel like our defense is in question for real. You know what I mean? And only reason I say our defense is has a question mark because, like I said before, a lot of these players that we got, besides the veteran players, a lot of players that we acquire on the defense is rookies. You know what I'm saying? We don't really have, we got our main veterans. You know what I mean? We got Darius Slay, we got James Bradbury. You know what I'm saying? We got Fletcher Cox. You know what I mean? We have what's the other guy? Brandon Graham. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when it comes to the safety position, all rookies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Besides Terrell Edmonds, but he's new to Philly. You know what I mean? When it comes to the linebacker spot, Nakobe Dean is going to be his first year starting, and then we're
Yeah,
not even sure who's going to play alongside of Nakobe Dean for real. You know what I
yeah,
mean? When you're talking about the tackle position, you know, you got a Jordan Davis who haven't started, and you know what I mean? He haven't started, and then we got Jalen Carter. You know what I mean? And then on the other side, we got a Nolan Smith. Like, so the defense is still pretty much new, and we got a new
yeah,
defensive coordinator.
yeah,
Everything is new. So, like I said before, on paper, everything looked good on paper. Everything looked good on paper. But um them boys got we still have yet to see them put it all together on the field because ain't no games is played. So I understand if some people like, yo, we got, you know, some people are hyped that we got one of the best defenses out there, but
yeah,
I'm still gonna put a question mark at that. You know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna put a question mark on there. I don't know if y'all sympathize or anything like that, or if y'all understand what I'm saying. But I'm gonna still put a question mark on there, man. You know, I'm just not too sure about the defense yet. Like I said before, the offense is pretty much solidified. You know, you have you know, our line is solidified. Our wide receivers is solidified. Our running backs is solidified. Our quarterback is solidified. And then I really compare our 2017 season to our okay, yeah, exactly. Yep. And like I mean Drew Johnson was in a he was in a video live with me. I really compare our offense to our 2017 season. When you go back and look at our two running backs, we had LeGarrette Blunt and Jay Ajayi. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? What's going
yeah.
on,
What's
Josh?
up? Yeah,
You feel what I'm saying? We had LeGarrette Blunt and Jay Ajayi. You feel what I'm saying? Um, this time we got a Rashad Penny and we got a DeAndre Swift. You feel what I'm saying? Um, our wide receivers, you know, we had a Torrey Smith, a Alshon Jeffrey, we had a Nelson Aguilar. You know what I'm saying? This time we got a Devontae Smith, a AJ Brown, and we got a Quez Watkins. If he could hold his loaf of bread, we'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? I am still waiting to hear from Rashad Penny and Swift. Penny seems to be slept on. That young man is talented. That's a fact. That's why I'm saying, like,
yeah,
we in 2017, like you was there when I said it, Drew. We had a bruiser back and we had a Swift back that he had some type of bruise to him, but he was more agile. You know what I
yeah,
mean? That
yeah,
was Jay Ajayi. And then we had our bruiser back with Garrett Blunt. We got our bruiser back in Rashad Penny, and then we got a running back that's really swifty for real, and he has power. And DeAndre
yeah,
Swift. And then when you go back, when you compare a Corey Clement, I can compare him to a Kenneth Gainwell. Corey
yeah,
was very valuable, especially in the Super Bowl. Kenneth Gainwell can actually, you know, he could play that same role for real. You know what I mean? Does he deserve the starting spot? Yeah, but our running back room is just it's just so much right now, you know, in our running back room. So I don't know, you know, what you think about the situation, especially on the defensive side. You know what I'm saying? You could give me your thoughts, you know, about your opinion on the defense or whatever.
yeah. My thing is dealing with the defense side is like I always been talking about. Is that like you hit the point is dealing with the how experienced unexperienced right now as we are dealing with on the backside of the defense. You know, the linemen is basically is the only is experience, like you said. We got a few we got two corners of Slay and Bradbury's that's experienced and but going with the safeties and the linebackers and the rushes and air rushes and stuff like that. Um yeah, that was what we lacking, and that could potentially cause an issue going to next season if these guys is not prepared. Because it's a little different. If I could say if we had this type of defense going to last season, it would have been kind of a little okay because of we didn't really have uh so much of an offensive threat last season like that. Like we did, it was certain team that was more of the threat, but it wasn't through the whole season of last year. This season that's coming up from 23 to 24, the offenses that we're gonna be playing is gonna be high scoring offenses. So our defense that is really inexperienced is kind of really a disadvantage of us right now. But we have talent. These guys that's coming in is very talented, but it's about is they gonna be prepared with the size schemes and decide what he's going to actually do. You know, I always talk about I have confidence in him because of he already came from two teams of Chicago and the Seahawks that are known for their defense and known for the experience of the defense. But far as what they gonna actually do is you know it's all in time, like you know so that's just how I look. I always say that the defense compared to the defense and the offense, the defense have more of more work they have to do just because of the whoopie. It's like kind of like rebuilding. You know, the side got his
Yeah, yeah.
compared from Johnson and the side. Johnson, he got a little bit more easier season because he got everything played out for him for Jalen Hurts. He already got the experience with Jalen Hurts, and then the offenses you already got experience of wide receivers and tight ends and alignments is already good at blocking, and your running backs, we got picked up two good running backs, and we still got two running backs. And believe it or not, Trey Sherman is pretty good, even though he have not been in that rotation that as much.
Dog. Yeah, he a
Yeah,
dog.
yeah. So we he already got his hands played out for him on that offense side, but the side he got his work cut out for him. Because he got to deal with inexperienced players coming in, and he's new to himself. So he that's it's gonna be more focused on what the defense gonna do. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, Drew Johnson said, question, how you feel if Sip-Off wins his position? Honestly, um,
Yeah,
I could really say if Sip-Off win his position, the only good thing I could really say about that is that he does has experience being a Philadelphia Eagle. You know what I mean? That's the only thing. But um honestly, I don't really care for him like that for real. You know what I mean? I know that I think that we thought about bringing in somebody else. I say we bring in a punt guard, Matt. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I thought I heard that we brought in somebody else to try out for the position.
yeah,
But
yeah,
if somebody else do take that spot, I would gladly be like,
yeah,
okay,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yes, like it is what it is. But the only good thing I can say about Sip-Off, if you win, is that okay, cool. He been in a lot of positions before for the Philadelphia Eagles, and he got that experience. He got, you know what I
yeah,
mean? He pretty much a veteran for real, for real. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So
yeah,
the
yeah.
only good thing I can say about Sip-Off,
It's
honestly.
good that he brought that up because we don't really talk about that punt position that much. Like
Yeah.
so that could be worked out.
That punt position is just as important as for real as kickoff and kick return. Those
Yeah,
positions right there, and like I was saying earlier, man, I said this before, man. As far as like kickoff and kick return, I would love to see Boston Scott back there, B. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like
yeah,
that's
yeah,
what Darren
yeah,
Sproles did the latter years of his career. He was
yeah,
playing punt return and kick return, even when he wasn't getting when he wasn't getting a rock as much. When we did have LeGarrette Blunt, Jay Ajayi, and all of them people, like he was injured, but those few times, those last couple of years, he was playing kickoff and kick return. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So I wouldn't mind. Boston Scott being back there. Like we need to use Boston Scott in some type of way, shape, form, or
yeah. Nah, nah, nah.
Legatron, let's say Legatron is there, but they say Sip-Off is outperforming the rookie. My issue is that he is good early, but sucks late in the season. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Mhm.
Fact.
Yeah, I would to be on your point. I would see Boston Scott back there, man. I feel like if they actually put him more in that position this season, I potentially could see at least one run back for him, like because
I think he
he
got two in the bag. I think he got two run backs in the bag. I'm not gonna lie to you.
this season if they play him in that position.
I think he got
Yeah,
two
yeah.
run backs in the
Cause
bag.
he almost ran back one last season. Like he had one good run and then he almost ran one back and he got caught up from behind, but like
Yeah,
he
that
almost did
was
it.
yeah, yeah, that was.
Yeah, yeah,
But there was, I think, over in OTAs, they was trying out a bunch of people. They had Quez Watkins back there trying him out. They had
yeah, yeah,
Scott back there trying him out. I won't be surprised if they put that wide receiver that I can never pronounce his last name. That wide receiver number 3 that came over from Atlanta Falcons.
yeah, 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 yeah. What's the name?
Um, um, Omazadi or something like that.
Yeah.
Something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I heard some good things coming from Smitty about him, and I won't be surprised if they put him back there. You know what I mean? So
Right.
yeah. So that's basically it, man. Like I said, Jalen Hurts, you know what I'm saying? He's in commercials now. He's in music videos now. I don't know if you saw him in the Tiana Teller music video. You know what I'm saying? Like he looking real right. Looking real right. You know what I'm saying? He looking real right. You know, go check out that commercial too from Jalen Hurts, man. Also, man, if y'all want to donate, man, you know what I mean? Come, you know what I mean? Support your boy. Y'all can hit the Cash App if y'all want. If y'all want to, it's cool. If not, then it's all cool, man. It's all love at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I apologize about that.
Just don't put Smitty for a
Don't put.
returner.
Yeah, I hate when they did that last year.
Yeah.
They put Smitty. I forgot what game that is. They put him back there, and I was so mad. I'm like, why would you do that?
Yeah. A lot of people might not feel good to putting Quez back there because you know they might think he gonna drop that ball when it comes down.
Hey, listen.
It comes down.
If that Omazadi cat wins that wide receiver number 3, put Quez back there. I'm cool with that. Either one or the other. I'm cool with that.
Yeah. They might feel like he ain't gonna catch that ball when it come down and all that. So a lot of people probably ain't gonna agree with that because how they feel about him.
Yeah. I'm about to we about to get off in a little bit, man, because I definitely gotta I gotta hit the computer. I gotta watch the game and play the game at the same time because the Heat and Denver series is on right now. But one more thing before we get up out of here. How you feel about Josh Allen being on the cover of Madden?
Man, to this point, I feel like they just trying to put different. They just trying to get different people on that cover. Like, I mean, I guess, like, I mean, Josh Allen's just not a bad quarterback. He's a good quarterback. I would rather to see if they knock on, because like I said, the 3 top quarterbacks last year, like you know, you could say he already been up there. The next is Joe Burrow, and then Jalen Hurts. I would put him. I would. Jalen Hurts went to the Super Bowl, but I would only edge Joe Burrow just because of how long he been doing it. But
Joe Burrow and Jalen Hurts they came in the same years.
Yeah, but I'm saying though, Joe Burrow had about at least 2 to 3 good seasons back to back, and Jalen Hurts
good season. His first year, Joe Burrow got hurt.
Yeah.
And then he had 2 good seasons back to back. Jalen Hurts. Yeah, so I mean, I put like this. I don't think Josh Allen deserved to be on the cover.
Yeah.
A Jake. Hell, I'd rather for them to put what's my man's from Minnesota, the wide receiver and shit. Justin Jefferson up there. He had 1,800 plus yards.
Yeah.
Like Josh Allen didn't have nearly I mean, it was okay, but
that's why. Yeah, but that's the reason why I brung up brung up Joe Burrow and brung up like different other players I was gonna bring up that actually showed more last season than Josh Allen. Like I get Josh, no shade to Josh Allen. He's a good quarterback, but you know enough to put him on the cover. Like that's why I start out and I say I just think they just trying to put different people on that cover now because it was way more better decision that could have been up in there. Like even if you want to argue to put Hurts up there, like, I'm not saying that because we are Eagles fan. I'm not even gonna go in that type of route. I'm just saying besides that, it's other players that could have been more solidified to be on that cover than Josh Allen. But I guess you know.
Yeah. Drew said last couple of messages from Drew. He said, yeah, Hurts look like a natural. He did a good job acting. He did a phenomenal job, honestly, his first time. Hell, putting Nolan Smith back there, he run a 4.3 speed. That's funny as hell. That is funny as hell. Nolan Smith is fast. I don't care about Allen on the cover. I don't care neither, but I'm a Madden head. Like I play Madden, so I pretty much got a soft spot for Madden. You know what I mean? I didn't want Jalen on the cover because of the Madden curse. That Madden curse is real, but who was on the latest cover of Madden? This Madden. It was John Madden. Yeah, it was John Madden. Who was on last year's cover?
Patrick Mahomes, I think.
Pat Mahomes was on 2020.
He was on 2020?
Yeah.
I thought he was
Bro,
on
you ain't
20.
played Madden in like 8 years, bro.
Bro, I actually thought he was on 21. Like, I didn't know he
Nah,
was on.
21 was Lamar Jackson. I know my Madden covers.
Yeah, yeah. Because you play that a lot, so I
Yeah.
give that to you.
I
give that to you.
can't really think who was on last year cover. Last year was Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes together. That's right. It was both of them together.
Okay.
Yeah. And then 2020 was just Patrick Mahomes by himself.
Yeah.
And then 2019 was AJ Brown. 2018 was Tom Brady. Yeah. I got my Madden now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do top 5. I'm gonna do top 10 Madden covers of all time. I'm gonna debate that with them, man. I'm gonna get up here and talk about that for sure, man. But
Word.
man, thank you, Jock Talk, man, for coming through. Thank you, Drew Johnson, for coming through. Always showing support, man. You already know, man. One love to you, man, and we appreciate y'all for joining the Hype Talk. Like I said, man, I'm gonna try to do my best to be up here every single day. If it's not every day, it's every other day. But best believe you're gonna catch me every day or every other day from here on out to the season, man. I gotta report something. Whether it's 2 minutes, 8 minutes, 15 minutes, I'm gonna be up here reporting something. So please just make sure y'all subscribe, stay tuned. Y'all gonna get the latest news, updates, opinions, all of that stuff on the Hype Fan Eagle show. You already know, man. It's your boy Hype Fan Eagle representing the Philadelphia Eagles by way of New Jersey. You already know, man. Gang.